You all are standing outside of a transformer for the electrical grid that was being juiced by Spectrum before he exploded into this current person that you have bound. And she just revealed she's hunting for Nick Northcutt. When you hear from behind you, one of the 3 police officers who arrived to the scene, hey, I don't think we're equipped for this. Do you guys have this under control?
I think you might need to come and take down a report, ask her some questions. I mean, a person just died.
Okay. Who is she exactly?
She's an alien.
I don't think I even have a form for that lady.
You really should.
She has gauntlets and opens portals. That's all we really know. But, I'm really more used to the black and white, territory. This is a real gray area.
I'll say.
I think you really need to talk to your commissioner because there are obviously aliens out there. So,
do you feel like she is a threat?
Kinda.
Okay. I was giving you an out there, so we need to stick around.
Yeah, hang tight. Officer
Kenmore?
Kenmore. Cool. Officer Kenmore. Thank you. We'll hand her over to you in a second. Okay.
Okay, guys. Take 5. Just, get behind the car in case things get crazy, all right? You turn back to this woman who is frustrating. She's trying to pull her arms out of this goo, this Lazarus goo.
Everything's fine. We will get you out of this and help you. First, can you tell us what you're called? What we should call you? I'm Labyrinth.
Hello.
Lazarus.
Lazarus.
My friends...
I just realized she also has an L name.
Triple L!
Let's go.
That was on accident.
My name is Lima.
Lima. Nice to meet you, Lima. You said you're looking for a book. We're happy to help you find this and get it to safety. I'm guessing you want to take it back to your homeworld.
Yes.
Very good. I am very concerned with the fact that you just killed a man.
I didn't know he was a man.
What did you think he was?
We just saw a very intense energy signature, and we thought that we could use that to enter your space.
Okay.
We didn't know that it was a person.
Who's this we that you are speaking of?
The Federation of Cases. I work for the government, and this is... Can you free my hands?
After maybe a couple more questions.
Couple more questions.
So you're like an alien, time-traveling, space-jumping secret agent?
Yes.
Cool.
Okay.
I unbind her hands at that.
Oh, please don't hurt anyone here. Can we not, Lima?
Fair enough.
Okay. And Lazarus, I believe you thought you knew what book she might be looking for? Would you be able to do you have a phone handy? Are you able to maybe find a picture of it or something?
Well, I don't know exactly if it's something she's free to take. It's at the museum right now. It's a historical artifact.
If it belongs to her people, then it belongs to her people.
You have this book that has devastating, world-changing power, and it's on display at a museum?
Well, behind safety measures. But yes, on display.
What kind of safety measures do you have?
There's thick glass, and there might be like some motion sensors and security guards watching this book. Probably not a whole lot of security measures if someone like you would really want it, but enough that, a normal person's not going to run up and snatch it.
And yet this Nick Northcutt gets this book.
I don't think Nick Northcutt is going to be able to get that book.
Oh, wait. Are you saying that you know that in the future he somehow got the book?
That's why we know where the book is because Hugh did something. He unleashed its power and it is consuming the universe.
Oh, geez. Okay. So first of all, let's actually figure out if this is the book. Lazarus, can you describe it to Lima.
Labyrinth, do you mind if we sidebar real quick?
Yeah, okay.
Sidebar,
Hang on, one
real
sec.
quick.
Yeah, what's up?
I'm just worried. We don't know anything about this person. What if
That's
she's
true.
the person here to unleash the power? Do you think it's
Absolutely.
really a good idea to just like trust what she's saying and just like go to the museum and help break out a really dangerous artifact to give to someone that just killed someone unknowingly right in front of us? It just sounds like a total mess for us heroes to really kind of cooperate with.
Oh, no, we're not cooperating. We are trying to figure out if this is the book she's talking about, though.
I bet it is. I saw a really creepy guy eyeballing it pretty hard. And I just think that I'm feeling a little over my head here. This is just...
Look, we don't have to take her anywhere. We don't have to do anything. We can just go and ask the museum to put it under tighter security. I mean, I know that they're opening tonight, but we can also offer our services. Well, you seem a little young.
How can you tell? I can't see my face underneath this mask.
No, I said seem, but I mean, so you don't necessarily have to worry about school schedules or anything like that?
Of course not.
Okay. So then we could offer our services.
If this book is as dangerous as she says it is, it might be best if we take it instead of her.
True. But then we still need to know, because otherwise she's just going to go looking for it and we won't know where it is.
All right. I just think when in doubt, we got to assume almost people are villains before they can prove themselves a hero.
That's not the American way.
I don't know. I've been tricked a lot of times by people pretending to be heroes.
Really? I have too. But I've also been tricked by a lot of people who thought they were villains who turned out to be just fine.
All right. Unsidebar. Let's go back. All right.
Every minute we waste here discussing this is another minute that this Nick Northcutt could be getting the book.
He's not getting the book yet. Unless you really came to a time right before he's going to get the book.
How much time do we have? Do you know?
She's like looking at you like, I don't I just travel time. I don't understand the semantics of time.
It's not like an 8:36 p.m. type of deal. It's like, who knows? Okay.
Well, yeah, do you know when he is about to find it or get it?
Tonight.
Okay. Then we have time. So, describe the book.
It is a grim tome made of leathers with a glass plate, colorful, almost smoky, fog-like blues, greens.
Yeah, I know exactly where that is. Yeah.
Hey, Lazarus, sidebar.
Yeah.
You weren't supposed to tell her that you knew where it was. We were just going to get the information first.
Honestly, Labyrinth, I'm getting really good at the combat, fighting, beat 'em up bad guy kind of thing.
You did really great, yes.
The whole strategic,
We're good. Okay. All right, let's go.
You know where the book is. You can take me to the book.
Yes, we can take you to the book. However, we need to see some sort of credentials to know that you're safe to take it.
What do you mean credentials?
You just killed a man by showing up on our planet, and you're saying that you should take a weapon of mass destruction. Why would we do that? Would you do that on your planet?
How exactly do we know you're not Solis Bay's next big supervillain? That's kind of the main question.
I just want to go home, and I already am sick of Solis Bay.
Okay.
And you've all made it abundantly clear that I should not be here longer than I have to be.
If we can secure the book, would that be okay?
I can secure the book, I assure you. And she charges up her gauntlets. I'm going to secure this book big time.
By doing what?
But where is the museum?
It's here.
Then I will need to find a directory. And I will go get it myself. I will face down every guard the museum has to offer in order to get this. And break this glass that encases it.
Please don't. We can converse like adults.
And then they will hand me my book.
Officer Kimmore, can you come over here and take some notes? For the record.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Got it. Notes.
Now, Lima, Your weapons, what do they do?
I'm not sticking around for this. I'm leaving.
And she goes to walk away. She's fucking out of here.
Lazarus, binder.
I fire my leg at her.
Just raise your leg.
I just raise my leg.
Shoot.
Just like fire
This.
detaches at the hip and tries to loop the looper.
Okay. Roll a coordination.
Yep.
Plus your D6.
That's going to be a 9.
I got a 8, which is a 1. That's a moderate success. She gets stuck again. This time it wraps around her legs, freezing her to the spot. She starts charging up her gauntlets.
Now, Lima.
If I am not released in the next 5 seconds, I'm afraid I'm going to blow up that vehicle.
Don't do that.
Officer Kenmore, ma'am, you're gonna... I think we should have left. I don't know why we're...
Officer Kenmore, heroes can't... Oh, you've definitely never done this before. Okay.
No.
Lima,
This is awful.
would you like to go with us to the museum?
That is where I would like to be headed. You will take me to the museum, to the book.
I will, if you tell me what your gauntlets do and swear that you're not going to hurt anyone.
They fire pulse blasts.
What type of pulse?
Energy.
Okay.
What do you want from me, Gail?
I don't know.
They fire stars. I don't know.
Fire, pulsar.
They fire the same shit that G.I. Joes fire out of their guns. It's
Okay.
just
All right.
red beams, blue
energy
beams.
blast. Cool. That's what I wanted. All right. Can you promise not to harm anyone while we go and speak to somebody about this?
When it comes to this book, I cannot make any promises. It is of great import that I retrieve it, and it is very dangerous.
Labyrinth, I really think we need to get this book.
Yeah. All right, Lazarus, why don't you bind her gauntlets and bring her to the museum? I'll go on ahead. And I start walking towards my motorcycle.
She's firing this blast at your motorcycle.
No, I get in front of my bike then.
Okay. She rolled awful.
Good. That is
Just roll
block.
coordination.
Yeah. Plus athletics is 12.
That's way, I failed miserably. She goes to fire the shot, and you jump in front of her, and it jolts her. You, flip in front of her. Not my bike! And this thing just sails off into space.
I just said, don't shoot. Anyone, anything, you'll change the timeline. We can't help you if you keep doing this. Let's go.
I'm stuck here.
He'll let you go in a minute. Bind her gauntlets, though. Obviously, she's proven she's not capable of handling them quite yet.
Poor Lazarus. These are his body parts. I'm going to need that leg.
I'm sorry, Lazarus. I don't know how this works. Can it not just move up her body?
He's just standing there with one leg and one arm missing.
So once I fire it, I do kind of recorporate and grow my limbs back, but I become slightly smaller. That's
yeah. He's significantly smaller because he's fired 2 limbs.
Yeah.
Two
But I
appendages
have
in.
all 4 of my limbs. That it just kind of reforms.
You just
out of
shrink.
But you don't call them back? Once you let go of the binding? I thought we let go of the binding.
He's got to go get him.
Ah, okay.
I gotta go.
Sorry, I thought it was just crawling towards him is how I was picturing it.
No,
Okay.
I guess he could.
I mean, the one she already, the one I already released her from, I think I've already gone over and gotten that one. But there is one of my legs is still active.
It just absorbs into him and he grows a little bigger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Exactly.
or Officer Kenmore, please cuff her.
Yeah, I definitely want to beat him to the museum. Officer Kenmore, you take care of this, and Lazarus is just going to coil into his springs and bound off towards the museum.
How fast does he look like he's going?
I mean, he's covering a lot of ground every time he bounces.
Yeah. Do we know how fast you go when you bounce?
Well, I'm not doing this, Gail. I don't give a shit how
I
fast he's
thought
going.
like that was a thing that you could get, man.
No.
Oh, okay.
This is just I'm super
Because
springy.
there's like a chart with how fast you can go and stuff.
Yeah, he's doing fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I was just wondering if he goes faster than a motorcycle.
You could catch up to him.
Oh, okay.
Officer Kenmore says, looks like it's just me and you. This is crazy. Who would have thought? Not me in a million years.
Well, this is your day. Lima, have you ever ridden a motorcycle? And I
Yeah.
gestured to it. Okay. Hop on the back.
Officer Kenmore goes over to his walkie and he says, inbound superhuman presence expected at Herbert Museum of History.
As I'm bounding, I am also like, I was like, oh man, I'm gonna be trying to potentially steal something. Should really have a disguise, and I'm going to start changing my face to look like Larry
Oh my gosh.
because I don't want to have it be someone that would be directly incriminated, but I want to try and blend in with this scene.
And you
So-
don't know yet that he's dead.
Right.
Awkward.
Awkward.
Lazarus has like a penchant for becoming characters that are, it's very problematic to be them.
Oh yeah, the people I turned into clearly don't have good things happening. So
Yeah, that's fun. Okay, your phone, you can, like, where's your stuff? Like, I imagine you're like, when you turn into Lazarus, it's just like covering up your regular street clothes, right?
it's kind of like a layer underneath. So like technically, I could like reach my hand into the goo and like grab the belongings kind of underneath.
Yeah. As you're bounding through the air, there is an alert. It says superhero suspected of murder, and you open it up, and there is a news report on the vigilante known as Labyrinth. And there is footage of Labyrinth walking into a hotel following Larry in his last moments before he was thrown out a window.
Oh man. Okay. Yeah, but once I land, I would kind of finish transforming into like Larry in like a tuxedo, since I know this is going to be like a gala. And then I might check my phone as I'm walking up the steps and see that notification.
Yeah, you're looking as Larry, you're looking at the phone of Larry being dead. And there's a text from your mom.
What's it say?
It says, please come home. It's not safe.
I'll text her back and say, you're not safe? Or...
And she texts back like, one of those people from last night was killed. I'm scared for you.
I'll text her back, I'll be home as soon as I can. Love you, Ma.
Heart emoji.
Heart emoji.
Cry face.
Kiss face.
Double cry face.
Close my phone.
Mom.
You're standing outside the Herbert Museum of History.
Yeah, I feel like now that I know I'm walking in as a literal dead man, that's probably not the best idea, but it takes me time to transform, and I feel like this is something that has a ticking clock. So I will try and walk into the gala.
The gala hasn't started yet. It is at night.
So what time of day is it?
It is like late afternoon.
So yeah, I probably won't have the tuxedo on then yet. Might just have some more plain street clothes then. And I will try and walk back into the museum.
You start heading towards the museum and coming up, and there's a security guard there who says, sorry, sir, we're shutting down. We got a report from the police that there could be some danger coming.
I'll kind of...
I'm going to make you guys work for this.
Yeah. I will kind of flip over his head. We'll kind of flip his kind of like almost like purpley like hood of Lazarus and say, "Well, I wanted to try come in as disguise, but I'm here to help. I'm here to help protect the book. It's Lazarus."
Oh, the guy who looks like polymorph.
Yeah. Yep, it's me.
They sent you? You're the first one on the job?
I'm the first to arrive. Labyrinth is on her way too.
Slow day, or?
No. Actually, there's aliens, there's gauntlets. You remember Spectrum? Spectrum's dead. He's gone. So yeah, it's been a pretty eventful day.
Spectrum's dead?
Yeah.
Whoa.
But I know for a fact that there's people that are coming here to steal the Book of Unknown Devils, and I'm here to make sure that doesn't happen.
Okay, well, there's more officers coming to set up a perimeter around the building.
All right, well, I'm going to go inside, if you don't.
Man, not really feeling letting you inside.
I'm just going to walk past him.
And he puts his hand out right on your shoulder. Hey, buddy, I said, why don't you just go ahead and stake out outside? I'm sure there's a rooftop nearby that you could go stand on.
So my whole shoulder is going to kind of like disintegrate away from him and just kind of like shift to the other side of my body.
Ew!
As I just keep on walking.
Love it. Love it.
Why would you do that? Oh, no. And he's like hitting into his walkie-talkie, his radio. He's signaling into his radio. Hey, we got the Polyklutz guy. He's here. He's stepping inside. I report Lazarus is stepping inside. Need backup. This is now becoming an event, and I love it.
Realizing that I'm not hiding anything anymore, I'm just like going full on, Lazarus suit once again.
And you start walking in, and the officer that you just sidestepped, he comes up behind you, and he says, "Sir, I'm going to ask kindly one more time, or I will tase you." And he's got a little taser gun.
Oh, come on. Where's the respect for heroes around here? I'm honestly trying to protect something that is supposed to be very dangerous. That's all I'm trying to do here.
Look, ever since the stuff that happened with Nick Northcutt last night, I don't trust anybody. All right?
All I'm going to do is I'm going to walk to the room with the book here and just make sure that no one tries to sneak in, okay? That's all I'm doing. Here, come with me. I'm not even stopping to talk to him. He can follow me all he wants, but
he's doing that thing where he's like planted to shoot you.
Yeah.
And then he's like hopping as you keep walking away. He's like hopping, keeping the stance, but like, hey. And it's now a shuffle step. Stop. Okay. And then now you guys are like in the room with the book. Yeah. Okay, we're here. We're here now with the book. You did it. We're here. Tough guy.
Is this how you would have treated Polymorph if he walked in trying to protect something, huh?
No, I would have called him Mr. Polymorph because I have a lot of respect for that man.
I know, and I did too. He was my hero. And I'm trying to live up to what he was, okay? But I'm trying to do exactly what he would do in this situation, which is to protect that book, okay? So, protect it with me, huh? What's your name?
My name?
Yeah.
It's Officer Kenmore.
Officer Kenmore. I've met a couple of you. You have a brother?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I saw him earlier.
You met Barry.
I met Barry, yeah. He really wanted to have nothing to do with superhero trouble. You're much more confrontational with superheroes.
Classic Barry.
Yeah.
My name's Gary.
Well, Gary, me and you are here on a stakeout, okay? You're my official sidekick for the night.
Okay. I was born for this.
Great.
Barry, he's a little bit of a coward, if I'm being honest. He only got into the...
He seemed like it. He seemed to really just want to walk away from the situation entirely.
Yeah, that's him. Walking away.
Right.
Typical Barry.
There's some alien that came through Spectrum, and apparently this book can, end the world or something, so...
Could end the world?
It seemed pretty dire, the way she expressed it, yeah.
So what you're saying is this is my chance to save the world.
That's exactly what I'm saying, Gary.
All right, big guy. I'm in. 110%. People are finally going to know. People are finally going to know that Gary Kenmore is the superior Kenmore brother.
I put my hand on his shoulder in a way, but then I keep on walking closer to the book, and my arm is just stretching away from him, but the hand is staying on his shoulder.
He's still walking. He just got this elongated, stretchy arm.
Yeah, just still being yeah, we got this.
He pats your hand. Yeah, thanks, buddy. You won me over.
So I'm here at the book, and the book's just there, right? It's just...
Yeah, the book's just there.
Yeah, book's just there. Sure, great.
Meanwhile, Labyrinth is riding on a motorcycle with Lima.
How much longer till we get to this museum?
We're almost there. By the way, so this area, this is the Ardenvale area, and none of the buildings in this area can be taller than the government building over there, the City Hall. So,
as you're giving this history lesson and tour of Ardenvale, you make your way towards the Herbert Museum of History, and you see that all the roads are blocked off by police. They've got those barricades up.
Oh, looks like this is where we get off.
You get off and
and start running.
Okay, you start running.
Just like jogging, yeah.
Just a light jog.
The superhero hustle, I guess you could say. Gotta get there. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, you get there. Okay. You just left your motorcycle behind, right?
Yeah, I mean, I put it in a hidden spot, but like I always do.
You've got like a hidden spot, like in an alley or something?
Yeah, I mean, no. Like I always just find a place to hide it, and then it runs on. Like it can't just be started; it needs the keys and stuff like that. So I'm not concerned.
All right.
I always find it if somebody tries to take it.
Is it like a Batmobile kind of thing, where like they have like a thumbprint, blood sample, or something to start it, and then
thumbprint? Yes, blood sample. No.
Can you call it?
I can.
Does it come to you?
It can. Yes.
Okay. That's cool.
Yeah.
Does it have a cool name? Batmobile is not like a great name.
You're right. Batmobile is not a great name. And so this one is...
not to put you on the spot, but I don't know if you've been thinking about it.
It's Noct.
Noct?
Yes.
Like night? Like German night? Okay. Yeah.
Or no, not German. N-O-C-T. Noct.
Oh, okay. You hide the bike.
Take off.
Climb up like a roof. Jump from roof to roof.
Yep.
Parkouring. Lima's keeping up with you. She's trained for this.
Good.
And you make your way to the museum.
And we're on a roof, like overlooking it, or?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, Lima, what do we talk about?
Is this the museum where my book is?
It's a building. What did we talk about?
We talked about how the Capitol building is the tallest building in Ardenvale, and none of the other buildings in Ardenvale can be built taller than that building.
We did. I'm glad that you heard that. I also told you a bunch of stuff, but we said that you're not going to shoot anyone or anything unless your life is threatened. Okay?
That is... I guess I don't think I take orders from you, but I'll try to play it your way as long as I get the book.
Okay. And then I'm going to leap down onto the museum roof.
Okay. Give me it's a difficult kind of jump. I want to see you give me that coordination to jump down there.
13.
Holy Jesus. Really?
Uh-huh.
How do you jump from one building? Like, in what way would you describe Labyrinth effortlessly floating from one building to another?
That is strangely what it looks like somehow. Doesn't make any ergonomic sense. Like I don't have any floating device or anything like that, but it's the flying snake technique, and I'm basically able to propel my body and gyrate it through the air to land.
So what you're telling me is like using your hips, you're able to wiggle through the air and stay that's the snake technique?
Yep.
I like that. That's cool. Yeah, all right. You get to the other rooftop. Now you're on top of the roof of the museum, and you just hear like an explosion. And you turn around, and she has used these gauntlets to propel herself from one building to the next. And when you look behind her, you see this like gaping hole in the corner of the roof where you all had just been standing.
I cross my arms. Look what you did. That's somebody's home or office. I'm not sure.
Probably an office. Could be a home. She looks back.
I thought your buildings were built of external stuff than that.
These are old buildings in this district.
I'm not familiar with Earth.
Well, don't do that again.
All stronger people.
I thought you were stronger. I made the jump.
You're making it very hard for me to not shoot you.
I didn't threaten your life.
Again, I don't like that you're imposing rules on me.
I'm not imposing rules. You're following them.
Give me an awareness check.
Okay. I was waiting for that. All right. That'll be an 8.
Oh.
Am I not aware?
No.
Oh, no. Dang it.
You miss it.
Okay.
You're standing on the rooftop. And what she misses, dear audience, is somebody slipping through the glass window of the roof into the Herbert Museum. Lazarus you're standing in the hall where all these artifacts are located. You were here earlier as Zack Lapidus, your alter ego. And I need you to make an awareness check also. And I know, I don't think the audience knows, that Zack, Lazarus, has an awareness of a fish. Like your awareness sucks.
So basically the way Lazarus is aware is that he has all of these different particles that make up his body, and he's getting in so much information, but it's just like too much for his brain to handle. So he has to really focus on, and he almost has like kind of this narrow line of awareness because he has to restrict how much information his body is taking in. So yeah, he's super unaware of certain things here. So let's see how it goes. Okay, so I got a 2. I rolled a 1, got a +1. That is a 2 awareness.
I think that would be a massive success for me.
Mm-hmm.
I would think so.
Sorry, buddy. You're talking to Gary Kenmore,
Good
Barry
friend.
Kenmore's brother. And as you all are discussing, like, he's pulling you closer to the window. He's like, I've been on this beat for 10 years, seen a lot of stuff. And he's like regaling you with the story of the first time he ever helped tangentially polymorph in a fight 6 years ago. And it sounds a little far-fetched. And when he's finished with this story, I'd like to think that, you know, when he passed away, he knew that he had a real supporter in me. And I hope that he remembered that time fondly of whenever I saved his life, basically. And when you all turn around, the book is gone.
It's just like totally gone.
There is a giant hole cut out in the glass.
Oh my gosh.
And it's gone.
Oh no. Oh. I have a troubled reputation as it is, and now the book I'm guarding just goes out right underneath my nose. Gary, it's gone. The book is gone.
But we just started the stakeout.
Yeah, we're here to save the world, and we're losing.
Does that mean the world's going to end? Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Jay, and I hope you're enjoying the show so far. You might be wondering to yourself, hey, how can you show your appreciation for the work that we're doing here at Out of Depth? Let me tell you, friend, one way you can help us out is to just recommend the show to friends, strangers. Our goal is to get our stories out to as many ears as we can, so word of mouth is huge for us. Recommending the show to your friends, or leaving a review at whatever site you're listening to us at, that goes a long way to helping us find and build our audience. But Jay, you may say, I've got a little coin in my pocket. I'd like to throw it your way. How do I get it from my pocket to your pocket? Well, you can go to patreon.com/getoutofdepth and subscribe at any tier you feel comfortable for as long as you would like to. Patrons get access to some other behind-the-scenes info on the show, such as character questionnaires and my maps. They also get first access to our raw recording videos for each episode and exclusive access to our post-season Q&A, where we discuss the story and answer questions from subscribers. So if you want that kind of access to us, you're only going to get that at patreon.com/getoutofdepth. That money helps us pay for artists and collaborators and expand our ability to create fun stories for you to enjoy. We don't do ads or paid endorsements for games, which means support from listeners just like you is absolutely vital to our growth. And if you want to be a part of that, you can do it at patreon.com/getoutofdepth. Thank you so much. Holy shit. And with that out of the way, let's get back to the show and see who our heroes will save today. Gary and Lazarus are looking at this like cat burglar hole in the glass, and the book is not in the case. It was just here a minute ago. They still got to be here. And he starts to like just take off towards some stairs.
Do you have a security room? Are there cameras?
And he's like 5 steps up the stairs, and then he turns around. That's a good idea. I'm going to go to the security room, and he hustles back the other way towards the security room.
Yeah, I'm going to follow him. I'm also going to kind of try and morph my hand to kind of create from memory a duplicate of what this book looked like.
You're trying to use your polys
to shapeshift
a replica of the book.
Yeah. So I would like my body would get like slightly smaller as like it's using some mass to create like an object in my hand.
Okay.
Are you just the incredible shrinking man? Like, are you going to end this?
No, he
this
gets
whole
his stuff
thing
back. He grows back up to.
Yeah. No.
Okay. It just takes some time. Okay.
No, it's like.
Well, this is still part of my
nothing's
body,
being destroyed here. He just needs to absorb this later, or he will be small.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Got it. So this can't stay here indefinitely, or you're just 2 inches.
I would imagine I couldn't like copy it 100%. Like I couldn't copy like the foggy effect that it has.
Sure. It's just kind of something that could possibly fool people.
Right.
I feel like is this a stunt? Could this be a stunt?
It could be, yeah. Like I certainly have the shape-shifting ability, but I haven't really considered what it would be like to...
What is the level of your shape-shifting ability?
So the shape-shifting it's technically an extra, so it doesn't have like...
okay. So it's an extra to your stretch, right?
It's an extra to my stretch to be able to change color in it, because my stretching allows me to change shape, and this extra allows me to change the color and texture, essentially.
So roll a d6 with your stretch ability.
That's a 6, so it would be a 12 total.
Okay, you totally do this, because I didn't roll very well either. Yeah. I did set the difficulty kind of high, but you crushed it.
Okay.
Yeah, you did fantastic.
So yeah, I'll run after Barry and kind of loudly say, "It's a good thing that we put a duplicate in the case, Barry."
Gary turns around, sees the book in your hand, and you're giving him the old wink.
Give him the old wink.
Give him the old, it's a good thing we put that duplicate in the case. And he's looking at you, and let me see if Gary is smart enough to understand what you're talking about. Yeah. So now they have the duplicate.
Yeah, and we can go to the security room to figure out who took the duplicate.
That's right. Now we will go to the security room. I hope that thief is already gone. They're sure going to be embarrassed when they open the duplicate book that we put in earlier.
We got him, Gary. We got him.
Sure got him. Now to the security room.
If it matters, I do have a performance specialty in acting as one of my specialties.
Okay, let's do it, because Gary does not.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's see if you can trick this guy. So you add a +1 to your D6 roll of willpower.
This would be a willpower. Okay.
Yeah. So you get a willpower +1. So you take your stat from willpower, add a +1 for having that specialty.
Okay.
And then the D6.
So it'd be a total of 9.
Oh, I rolled a 1. Oh, man. Yeah. You start
going to the security room. Oh, yeah.
As you're walking towards the security room, make a coordination roll for me. Oh.
12.
Shit. All right. You are almost hit right in the head. You have your polys alert you to some danger is coming. And the real book that you all said was a duplicate is thrown at your face, and it skids on the ground behind you as Nick Northcutt is jumping from a balcony to land on top of you. What would you like to do?
So, did the book hit me?
It was a wash. So it went over your head and it skidded on the ground behind you, where it hits a wall and opens.
I am going to take the fake book of my body and basically kind of projectile launch it and kind of stick it to like the ceiling.
Okay.
And then I'm going to back away, kind of pretending like I'm about to fight him, but instead I'm just trying to get kind of back up to the book and absorb the book into my body.
So you throw this book the fake book that you're saying is the real book. You're throwing it up into the ceiling. And then Nick Northcutt hits the ground, rolls forward, hops up into a stance, and he says, "Hey, man, I need that book. You don't understand."
So you're not a hero, so you try and find something that can make you one, huh?
I am a hero to millions. Okay?
I saw the telecast last night. Looks like you were exposed for what you were, Nick.
Look, I've trained with martial arts masters all over the world for every single movie I've ever done. I know some stuff, man. And I've seen you online too. Don't make me embarrass you.
The book's right up there, Nick. If you're so super, why don't you go get it off the ceiling right there?
And he is going to try and punch you.
Where am I? I feel like this has been forever since he snuck in.
Yeah.
You're just still arguing with Lima.
You're bitching at Lima about the fucking office. She blew up.
You're going to have to go apologize to those people.
He got a 6 total. Or, sorry, 7.
So I roll a coordination to oppose?
Yeah, or you can do a prowess if you want.
Yeah,
it's up to you.
I'm definitely going to do prowess.
Yeah.
So
because it's melee combat, you can do a prowess to like duck.
Yeah. So I get a 12 then.
Boy, you can use a reaction to just straight up roll another punch if you want to hit him. You can have a reaction to him missing. He like whiffs bad.
Yeah, I'll definitely kind of my body kind of like oozed out of the way entirely, and then.
For those listening on the podcast, David is holding his elbows up and weaving from side to side as he's saying, I kind of chicken dance.
Yeah. So my body kind of like, falls away from where he was punching, and it kind of, that area that shifts around to my side and kind of forms a fist of its own from my side. To kind
this is so Looney Tunes.
So you, like water, just move out of the way. You're physically shifting it, and then like another fist is formed from your ribs.
Yeah, so like that mass that was like that mass that is shifting away from where he was going shifts down to my side and like kind of stretches out and is punching him.
Okay, we'll do another prowess check.
So that's another 12.
I just rolled another 1. Yeah, what's your strength? 5. Okay. So you just nail him super hard, and this sends him flying into a wall, and he hits the ground. You see this like spider crack in the drywall where he's hit the wall, and then he hits the ground. Dust flying everywhere, and he hits the ground, slides down on his butt. He goes, "Oh no, the book! You're mean."
What were you trying to do with the book, Nick? What do you know about it?
I can't talk about that right now. We're in combat. And meanwhile,
I was going to try and at least take that moment to get the book.
That's right. You were So you're okay. On your next turn, your official next turn, because this was like in between panels. You got a reaction to hit him.
I understand. Yeah.
We'll get that book.
Okay.
You'll be next when we come back to you. So, Gail, you're hearing a commotion below. Mm-hmm. What would you like to do?
Is there a way to get in through this window up here?
Yeah, it's the same way Nick used.
All right, I am going to climb in and turn invisible as I leap down. Basically allowing Lima to see how to get in.
Lima, who's not human, sees you just fine.
Okay, that's fine. That's not...
I'm just saying, I just want to point that out. But she's also like, I don't know if when you're invisible...
knows, the way my invisibility works is I can touch a human mind and have them just not see me.
Yeah.
And convince the mind that it doesn't see me. So I leap down.
You leap down, and you're in this window that is above all of those marine life skeletons that are hanging from the ceiling. It's a huge whale and manatees and stingrays. I described this in the last episode. It's almost like you're in an ocean on the ceiling.
Yeah.
But looking down is like It's a ways down, so I need you to make a coordination test to make your way down these skeletons.
Without breaking them?
If that's what you're trying to do. Would you like to break them? Did you just roll 6?
No, I rolled a 5, but that's a 14.
Good night. Okay. I've just rolled my 3rd one in a row. So, yeah, you guys are just giving whatever the fuck you want tonight. So you twirl around the wires holding up these massive skeletons and then backflip off of one of these rib cages onto the ground, hit the ground, and then you hear as Lima's falling, and then as these pulsars just like blast a hole into the floor as she protects herself from hitting the ground.
At least it was just to save her life. Okay.
Her life was threatened.
Her life
That's what
was
she
threatened.
says.
My life was threatened.
And I hold up my hands like, and I'm just being quiet.
As you guys hit the ground, you see that Nick Northcutt is standing up, wobbly, and shaking some drywall off of his shoulders. And Lazarus is in the process of picking up the book. And Lima says,
"The book."
I point up to the ceiling and say, "It's safely up there."
No, it is clearly that book. We'll recognize it anywhere.
You take the time to be like, no, the ruse. We're doing this thing where it's up on the ceiling still. It's that one. Don't do this. And you hear Officer Gary Kenmore saying, like, yeah, it's still which one is it now? And I lost track of which book it is. What would you like to do, Lazarus?
So I have the book. I'm going to kind of like, almost like tuck it in my pants underneath all the goo of my being. And I'm going to say, Lima, the book is safe. Nick didn't take it, but that doesn't mean you can take it.
You hear the gauntlets start to charge up.
Lima, the book is safe with Labyrinth and myself. But
the book
you have to.
Small planet.
But this book has the power to destroy. You have to understand. I can't just give that to anyone. I don't know what you're going to do with it. I don't know if you're someone from the planet that wants to use that book for destruction.
All right, Gail. Mm-hmm. You have the best coordination. You have the highest coordination of anybody here, I believe. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to let you act first, and I'm going to set the scene for you. She is about to blast Lazarus, and you're in between the two of them. Mm-hmm. What would you like to do?
Two questions. Based on the explosions that I've seen her do, if I knocked him down, would that still damage us both?
You're wanting to like just dive on him and
to protect
out of the beam?
Yeah.
Would it damage you both is what you're asking. Mm-hmm. No, it's going to be like a highly focused beam. So you could probably do that. You can either go to her or you can go towards him. It's really up to you. I want to
go towards him. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Make a coordination and you're going to try and so here's what we're going to say. You already rolled. Mm-hmm. All right. Here's what I was going to tell you before you rolled.
Okay. I can roll again.
No, I think based on the face that you made, I'm pretty sure we're just going to keep that roll. Depending on the success, you either are able to push him out of the way and yourself, or just push him out of the way and you'd end up taking the shot.
Okay.
Or fail completely and you both get hit.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
So, hang on. I'm going to roll. Oh my God. Fuck this dice. Fuck these dice. That was another one, bro. All right, so I rolled with her weapon specialization and her coordination. That's a total of 7, or that's a total of 8.
Okay.
So what did you get?
Well, I wanted to point out. So what I'm doing? No, I'm knocking him down. So that's not quite the same thing. Okay, I got a 10.
Okay, so I fail by 3. That's a major success. You both get out of the way exactly how you want it, and this beam goes straight through the window out into the street, like it explodes through the wall. And she's like, you've traitors. You know, she's looking at you like, you just want the books for yourselves. I should have never told you about the books. Lazarus, what would you like to do? Labyrinth just tackled you onto the ground, saving you from this beam shot.
I'm invisible, though.
So I don't even know what happened to me. I just fell.
You just know that you just got taken back.
That's
she
a good
saw
question,
me
though,
tackle, but
because he's technically part not human.
oh,
Do we want to play it that way, or it's up to you guys? Because he's kind of a mix between alien and human right now.
I kind of am.
yeah.
Narratively, I think, I don't know, you can decide whether or not I would be able to see you. I don't know.
I was gonna say technically anybody can try and make a detection. So if we wanted to, I don't know, give him like an advantage on finding me, or like
I kind of like
plus
this anyways.
2 or something.
Let's
I
go
don't
with
know.
this. Let's go with this.
All right.
You don't know what knocked you down, Lazarus.
Okay.
You just hit the ground. You feel like a weight on you, and you feel something like a hand pushing off your chest. Just something like a pressure on your chest. Something knocked you down before you got shot, and you don't know where Labyrinth is.
I'm going to get up and I'm going to start kind of... I'll be moving towards Lima, and I'm going to give her a good old wraparound stretch punch.
Okay.
Yeah.
You pop up. You get out from under whatever this pressure is.
Yeah.
You flail about like, what happened? And you get up and you start running over towards Lima, and your arm extends out and wraps around her and goes to punch her like right in the throat.
All right. So that's an 11. Thought it was
I
another 12.
also got an 11,
Oh.
Okay.
which is marginal. So
Marginal
you,
success.
I believe a marginal on combat means that you get to do half damage.
Mm-hmm.
So is it rounded up or down?
Down.
Down? So
Yeah.
that's only 2 damage. Okay.
Cool. 2 damage. You punch her in the throat. She's like, fuck. You know, she grabs a hold of your arm. And Nick Northcutt
Oh, he's still here.
is... Yeah, he's still up. He's still good. He's gonna run and jump on your back and attempt to put you in a sleeper hold. All right, that's a 7.
So I can respond with prowess?
Yeah.
Okay. That's a 9.
Okay. He goes to jump over you, and Lima wraps her arm around your stretchy arm and yanks on you really hard, and that pulls you forward, and Nick ends up flying over your head and rolls in between, so that now he's in between you and Lima, and he gets up, looks around from person to person, and he's like, this is getting real heavy, okay? I just want the book. Or my name's not Nick Northcutt. And then Officer Gary Kenmore, I'm going to make a roll real quick. He rolled a 6. Dope. Officer Gary Kenmore is going to pull out his taser, and he's going to say, all right, man, who do I hit?
You worry about Nick. I'll worry about Lima here.
Sounds good. And he goes to shoot Nick. Nick gets tased right in the nipple. And he just like starts convulsing and hits the ground. No! So close. And you just hear Gary like, that's right. I'm saving the earth. Take that. You only did it in movies. Labyrinth, what would you like to do?
I get up. Nick is tased, so he's neutralized.
He's kind of neutralized. Right?
Then I need to worry about... I really don't want to hurt her, but she could cause damage to this young new hero who I do trust. I'm going to Fee Blast. So there is just a swirling motion of my arms, and I send a force at her. That's another 1 plus 7.
Oh,
8.
11 for me.
Okay.
So that's
that
a
is...
-4. That is a major failure. You go to fire this. What? Describe it again. You're doing this swirl of energy, and it's like Hadouken.
Yeah.
Little Street Fighter.
Yeah.
Hadouken.
Yeah.
Sonic Boom.
Sonic
Little Guile.
Boom. Yeah.
Yep.
Little Guile.
Auto. And you fire this. What do you call it? A Fee Blast?
Fee Blast.
All right. Like PHI, like the...
Yeah.
Okay. Like the Greek
Yep.
letter?
Because
It's a letter.
basically it's a spiral shape that I'm making that focuses all the energy into one point that shoots.
Sick.
Yeah.
That's dope. So you fire that. Unfortunately, you majorly failed at doing this. So, man, Lazarus.
I knew it.
How about Lazarus? You make a coordination test.
Okay. That's an 11.
All right. You miss both of them.
Okay.
And instead, it blows up the case where the horn of Diocles is.
That's an important horn.
Which may or may not be important. We'll see.
It's a scary
Maybe it's
horn.
important. It's her turn. Lima, who just grabbed a hold of this arm, jerks Lazarus forward, and then sees Nick Northcutt get tased in between them, and she's going to fire another blast at Lazarus. That is a 12.
Okay. And can I only respond with coordination, or can I respond with prowess?
Yeah, you can do it with prowess.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That is my max. So yeah, I rolled a 14.
All right, so it's a -2. She shoots and misses you and puts herself. I'll give you a +1 on your next prowess check if you want to hit her.
Yeah. Is
It's
it my
your
turn
turn.
now?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to use my determination. I feel an intense need to defend this, and I'm going to harden my fists with this determination.
Okay.
So I can hit a little harder now.
All right.
And
Oh my gosh.
And I am going to punch her. And you give me a +1 there. Oh, well, good. I needed that. That's not a great roll. It's a 10.
She got an 8, which gives you a moderate success. So
that
what's your...
deals the full damage.
Yeah.
With the hardened fist, that'll be 7 damage.
So she fires this blast at you, and you slip underneath of it, immediately harden your fist, and uppercut her in the chin, and it sends her flying backwards, and she lands on the ground unconscious. Nick... on the other side of Nick Northcutt, and Officer Kenmore is kind of like just triggering the taser, making sure he stays down.
Bzz,
Yeah.
bzz.
She's out. Nick is incapacitated. What do you guys want to do?
Gary, you got some cuffs on you?
Several.
I just need one.
Oh, okay. You said plural, but that's fine. And he pulls out a pair of handcuffs.
I saddle up to Lazarus, still invisible, and say, "Hey, it's me."
Oh, I didn't see where you went. Jeez.
Understandable. I need to get Nick out of here.
Why?
I think something's wrong. I think someone's after him.
You think someone's trying to kill Nick?
Yes, I think that's why he was desperate to get the book. Does he
Okay.
seem like the type of person who would know what to do with something like this?
No. You're right, he doesn't.
Man, you guys are really burying Nick Northcutt with this conversation. I'm upset. It's bullshit.
Nick Northcutt buried himself last episode.
Also, I have to tell you,
Episode 1.
Word. Yeah. Yeah.
somebody
he did.
came after Larry last night and killed him. I unfortunately wasn't able to defend him.
I saw that on the news. They think you killed him.
They'll
Who are
figure
you
it out.
talking to? Says Officer Kenmore.
As he walks up with the cuffs. Like, are you
Superhero stuff, Gary. Don't worry about it.
Officer Kenmore?
What?
I
Who
go
goes
over,
there?
I just go over to Nick, and I would like to spend a determination point for an invisibility stunt. I make him invisible.
Holy shit! Where'd he go? Lazarus, we're in trouble.
We're okay, Gary. Labyrinth, we can trust Labyrinth. She's got some useful tricks.
Is she with us right now?
She's part of our team, Gary. She's with us.
Lazarus, I hate to break it to you, but I just got an APB on Labyrinth Lay, and she's a murderer, May.
I sneak up to him in his ear and say, "I'm not a murderer."
She's here. Now I know why Barry always runs.
I've followed Labyrinth's career since she started. There's just no way. There's no way that she would do that.
Are you guys saying this is an inside job?
If she says she didn't do it, she didn't. What happened to Larry, Labyrinth? As I'm doing this, I am putting the cuffs on Lima
Yeah.
and trying to remove the gauntlets if I can.
I went to go talk to Larry. He was exhausted, but as soon as I spoke with him in his room, somebody came in through the window, a woman with red and white-ish costume, red tips on her hair, and a bone sort of mask. She moved so fast, I didn't even get to react. She stabbed me. In fact, I'm sure they have my blood there. I only had enough time to make myself invisible once I came back to consciousness before the police came back. I don't know who she is, but I could tell that she had threatened Larry, that I could tell that Larry kept saying that he and Nick had to do what they did. I think somebody's after them.
Well, what do we do with Nick and what do we do with Lima?
Lima, probably go into a high secure prison. That book should probably go into someplace safer than a museum. And Nick needs to go into hiding, at least until we have some idea of what's going on.
And you hear a commotion outside. And it seems like the police who are surrounding the building have started to get, like, there was a blast that went through a window, right? So they're starting to come in. So this conversation is going to have to end.
Okay.
And you all are going to have to decide how you would like to abscond and with which people you would like to abscond with.
I say, Lazarus, you are on the scene. This is your case.
Yeah, they're going to be looking for you. Get away with Nick if you can. How can we reach each other again if we need to?
Never been reached before.
Do you have a cell phone number?
I'd also like to get that number since I'm on the team, says Officer Gary Kinmore.
I'll meet you later tonight where we met Lima at 10.
At 10. Okay.
Okay. I pick up Nick.
And you invisibly walk out.
And I walk out the back door.
As cops are going. And you just hear like this, as this woman is like carrying this grown man on her shoulders out of the building.
Good strength.
And then, okay, I don't know. You're doing it though. I'm just saying it's effort.
Okay.
But that's how they know you're gone.
Yes.
They just fades.
Just a little grunt.
A door in the back opens and slams shut.
The door kind of, you see the handle kind of jiggle as you're using like two fingers to try and like open the handle because you're trying to keep him from sliding off your shoulders. And then your toe is sliding in between the door and the door frame to like kick it open.
Yeah, like
it
where
takes
you
a couple of times
the door open.
As the door kind of, and then it goes really wide, and then you hear like somebody hit the door frame.
Run in through the gap as fast as possible. Yep.
And Kenmore and Lazarus are watching this invisible dumb play happen as the other officers come up and start questioning Lazarus and Kenmore and getting Lima. Like, we're just leaving her to the... Was
I able to take her gauntlets off? Or did those come off?
Oh, actually, I need you to make an intelligence roll.
Okay.
Ooh, you intelligent, Lazarus.
I don't know.
Not... My physical traits are pretty good. My mental traits, not so much.
That's right.
Okay.
I mean, my intellect's 4. It's not awful, but it's not great. It's a 6 total.
All right. You're able to get them off.
Okay.
It's a marginal success. It's a 0, so it's a wash. So you end up like breaking them off.
Oh, no.
Breaking them off?
Oh, no.
Okay.
Oops.
So... they no longer work.
Yeah. And when you break them off, you see this like LED counter that's on the gauntlets and it's just flashing red.
Oh.
An LED counter? It looks like a timer kind of thing?
Maybe. It's written in the language you don't understand. It's just a bunch of like squares and crosses and stuff. And it's just...
What's the name of the high security villain prison again?
The Box.
The Box. Okay.
But that's Pantadine.
Pantadine Industries is the one who made it. Yeah.
Right. Okay. But as far as a hero, I would have sent other villains to the Box before.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that's the safest place to send super baddies.
Yeah.
Okay.
These agents come in with like these black Kevlar suits. They're not cops. They're like Pantadine guards. They look like they have mechanical apparatuses that enhance their abilities. And they come in and they say, "We got the call. Good work. Lazarus, right?"
That's right.
We'll take it from here, buddy.
Don't you want to know a bit more about what happened, or you already
That's
know?
for these guys to sort out. And he gestures over to the cops. They write those kinds of reports.
Okay. Yeah, I got 2 people here that were trying to steal the book, but I guess you'll take it from here, huh?
Yeah. This woman, very powerfully built. She's actually like thicker than her male counterparts. She looks like she just works out a ton. Thick neck. And she comes over there and she goes, "I'm going to need those." She's pointing at the gauntlets.
Sure. She said that have I encountered these people before from
they're
other jobs
like
and things? Yeah.
They're kind of like the Men in Black.
Yeah, got it. But they have like a positive reputation. And yeah, of course. She said she came from...
Except they're evil. Just kidding. Except they're...
I mean, yeah.
Clearly.
I'm sure they're probably evil, but I don't know if, as long as Lazarus would suspect them of being evil at this juncture, we're
Sure.
going for it.
There we go.
She said she came from another planet and can't kill Spectre. You said I'll sort it out, but you know how to reach me if you need to.
Do we?
I would assume.
Is there a Lazarus signal? It's just like hands on a...
No, I don't think Lazarus
Not
is
yet.
his own symbol.
Not yet.
How do these people reach Lazarus? I mean, they clearly had to have before. He has a burner phone.
It's always a burner phone. I love it.
Yeah.
I'll do that in a Vampire the Masquerade game. I need that vampire phone just for the vampires, please. So you and Officer Kenmore, there's like reporters coming up. Police are having to push him back, and Kenmore is making sure to like saddle up next to you a lot for these photographs. And he's like he's getting a pose in, getting a little bicep.
Oh, I'm making sure I'm making sure he gets the shots he wants. I want him to have his day of glory here.
He says, "That's right. I did it for my brother Barry, because I know that he would try to do it for me. Whether or not he'd succeed, thankfully, we'll never have to find out." And that's how you passive-aggressively shit on your brother in the media. Okay. This is happening. Labyrinth, you're taking Nick. Where are you taking him?
I take him to what was like an old abandoned gym that I've done workouts before as Labyrinth.
You take him to this abandoned gym. This dusty old gym that has all these different obstacle courses that you do, parkour, nonsense, everything.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, are we describing the gym where Buffy the Vampire Slayer in the movie works out?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Okay.
You're right. Yeah.
Is that what we were doing?
Yeah, I think it's a little darker right now, but yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
What's up, Chrissy Swanson?
Mm-hmm.
And you set him down and oh, my face.
And I reveal myself.
No. Don't kill me like you did Larry.
I didn't kill Larry. I think you know that. Who sent you to get that book? Who made you do the whole stunt with Larry?
It was in my dream.
Your dream?
Yeah, I had dreams that this would go this way, that I would save people from this robot and everyone would think I was a hero. And then I had a dream that I could make it all better with that book.
Just so you know, you couldn't. That was just a dream. Why did Larry help you? Did you just pay him, or did he also have a dream?
No, I paid Larry to help me out. I didn't mean for him to end up like this. Somebody told me in my dreams that this would work.
Nick, Larry was killed by somebody, a superhuman who's super fast. She had a red outfit on with white, off-white detailing, and she had blonde hair with red tips and a white mask. It looked like it was made out of, like, bone. Do you know anything about this woman?
I don't. Oh no. He sent her. I can't say his name. She works for somebody very powerful.
Would she be after you?
Oh, I've made such a mess. I just wanted to make movies.
I know you're not a bad person. Nick, I worry for your safety. You know of any place you can go that no one knows about, that no one will look to find you?
The Church of Biogenesis knows everything about me.
So this is somebody up in the leadership ranks of the Church of Biogenesis?
It's
higher up than that?
Yeah, the church. The church is just another arm of this man's empire. And most people in the church don't even know. I just got into a position where I started to get the inside information, what was really going on. But there's a man who he can do things like magic. He can do things that I can't explain, and he scares everybody. But Clayton Collins, the guy who runs the church, he's only said his name to me one time. His name is Baron Nightcloak.
Would you be safe in custody?
If this guy can do what Mr. Collins says he can do, I don't think I'm safe here with you.
Why not?
Because he can find me. And as impressive as you are, I don't think anybody can stop this kind of darkness.
Darkness can always be stopped. You just have to turn on a light. Nick, I have a place you can rest and watch TV downstairs. We'll have to figure out what to do. I know that this is not the place you'd like to spend out a number of days, but for now it might be the best protection. Do you think that he can get to you through your dreams?
Maybe that's what's happening.
Go on down. I'll get you some supplies for at least a few days. There's a TV. Just don't turn it up too loud. And I get out some keys and I unlock a door that goes down into the basement.
Thanks for this.
No, I understand.
Meanwhile, Lazarus, you make your way back home. You said to your mom that you get back as soon as you can, and you've had a day. Got a lot to think about, and you're going to have to sneak back out later tonight anyways to rendezvous with Labyrinth and possibly get some more information about what she learned from Nick Northcutt. You go into your home, and your mom gives you the biggest hug. She says, I think I made an ass of myself on TV.
I saw you, Ma. I think to most people you just came off as a overly protective mama bear. Don't worry about it.
Do you want to watch some TV?
I'd love to, Ma, but gotta do some reading for class.
Okay. And she goes and sits on the couch by herself, turns on the TV. You can hear the news starting to end. You hear the news talking about Labyrinth being wanted for the murder of this Larry Kaufman who was found dead last night. You see Officer Gary Kenmore, and Lazarus having thwarted a burglary at the Herbert Museum of History. And just as you're heading up the stairs, you catch something out of the corner of your eye. It's on the scroll right at the bottom. You see 6 letters. 6 letters that have haunted you for a year. You see the name Mishap reported missing from the box.